Qur'an, for instance, will talk about the universe. You know the universe is expanding?
Yeah.
When did we learn that? You know?
I guess Einstein figured
No. Very, very recently, like in the 1900s, there's a person called Hubble. He developed this Hubble telescope. And then we could observe what it was called redshifting, which is the wavelength of the galaxies. Galaxy stretching itself, you know? Fabric of space is stretching. They call it redshifting. That is mentioned in this book 1,400 years ago.
it's mentioned.
Allah says in the Quran, we've constructed these heavens with power and we're expanding it. That's 1,400 years ago. We don't need a Hubble telescope, you know? The Quran talks about, do you know the baby in the mother's womb? Talks about the stages of embryology, how the baby develops. The Quran describes the stages. That it starts first as blood and then it moves into something like, the Quran uses the term leech, alaqa. And you know, a leech has 3 functions. It hangs, it sucks blood, and it has a certain shape. The embryo exactly looks like a leech, hangs and sucks blood in that stage of embryology. There was an embryologist called Keith Moore. He passed away, and he's Christian, he's not even Muslim. But he said that this book has to be from God, or Prophet Muhammad has to be a messenger, because whatever the description is in the Quran is what I see with a microscope with my own eyes. I look at it and I see exactly what the Quran is describing. How would the person who ever wrote this 1,400 years ago, no microscopes, no telescopes, no technology, no satellites, how would he know this? How would he describe it with one word that perfectly describes the function of the embryo at that time? So when we're reading the Quran, like, we do not have any doubt this has to be from the Creator, because the knowledge it reflects, it's impossible for it to be from anyone. And by the way, that's one type. I don't think it's difficult in any way, shape or form for someone to come to the conclusion that Islam is from God.
Thank you.
No problem.
It was great talking to you.